God says, Archangel Michael is standing before you right now, and his voice is trembling because the hour is heavier than you can imagine. He does not speak to you lightly. He does not cry without reason. He says it's an emergency. Only 7 minutes remain before something is sealed forever in the heavenly books. 3 angels, who have loved you in silence more than even Michael himself, are now bending low at your feet, begging you, pleading with you, not to ignore this moment. They are the ones who carried you through nights when you almost broke apart. They are the ones who prayed over your name when you slept unaware. They are the ones who fasted for your deliverance in secret because their love for you was beyond description. And now, those same 3 angels are at risk, their lives bound in a heavenly contract connected directly to your decision at this very moment. Their fate, their light, their protection, they are in your hands. And Michael's voice shakes, because he knows the weight of this truth. If you delay, if you turn away, if you dismiss this call, then what has always shielded you may collapse suddenly and you may not even realize until it is too late. God says you must understand, my child, that there are mysteries hidden in time that I reveal only when the urgency cannot be contained any longer. For too long, you have been tested, stretched, and pulled in every direction. But even in those hours of doubt, those 3 angels never abandoned you. They were your secret guardians. When you thought a stranger's kind word came by chance, it was them moving in the shadows. When you escaped danger without explanation, it was them shifting the ground beneath your enemy's feet. When you cried alone and no one listened, it was them kneeling beside you unseen, catching your tears in their hands, carrying them before my throne. And now Michael says, their voices are growing faint, their strength is diminishing, because there is a countdown unfolding in the spiritual realm. 7 minutes. That is all that remains before the verdict of heaven falls. Listen to me, my child. This is not about fear. This is about love so deep that even angels, who are made of eternal light, tremble at the thought of losing you. Michael says the heavens have never seen them plead like this. These 3, whose names are written in fire, are weeping because they love you more than you realize. They cannot speak to you directly, so Michael has taken their cries and woven them into this urgent warning. He says, open your heart now, or you will not hear them again. For the scroll is already being rolled up, the ink already drying, and time is moving faster than your thoughts can catch it. God says, understand what it means that their lives are in your hands. Angels do not die like mortals, but they can be stripped of their assignment, exiled from your side, forbidden to defend you, bound in silence. That is worse to them than death itself, for their greatest joy has always been to guard you. If you delay, if you hesitate, they may be recalled to heaven and you will stand without their covering. And Michael is trembling because he knows what lurks in the shadows waiting for such a moment. There are powers that have been circling you like wolves, restrained only by those 3. If they are taken away, the enemy will rush in with violence, and you will not even have time to prepare. Do you see why heaven is shaking? Do you feel why Michael is not calm but urgent? He says this is the narrowest window of your life, the moment when obedience must outweigh doubt. For only 7 minutes remain. Not 7 days, not 7 hours, but 7 minutes. Every second now is being counted in eternity. And as each one passes, angels look to you, waiting for your response. The heavens are holding their breath. God says, you must know who these three are. The first has been with you since your birth, whispering courage into your bones even before you could speak. This angel knows every scar, every wound, every betrayal, and has stood like a shield over you in battles you never saw. The second is the one who has fought sickness off your body, who has stood at the foot of your bed through long nights, who has spoken life over your blood, your breath, your future. The third is the one who has walked before you into places you feared, clearing the path so you would not stumble, scattering enemies before they could strike. They are not strangers to you, even though you have never seen them. Their fingerprints are on your life, their love carved into your survival. And now, they are begging you to act, because their mission is being weighed in the scales of heaven. Michael says, do not take this lightly. Do not assume you have more time. Do not tell yourself you will think about it later. There is no later. There is only now. He says with urgency that if you do not open the message written for you in this hour, you will lose the chance to know what they were dying to tell you. For their voices are fading, and only this moment holds the power to preserve them by your side. God says, my child, the world around you thinks this is coincidence, superstition, imagination. But you know in your spirit this is different. Your heart is beating faster even as you read, because your soul recognizes the truth. I have trained your spirit to discern when something is divine and urgent. This is that moment. Heaven is bending low. Michael's sword is drawn, but his tears are falling on the ground, because he is desperate for you to understand. The enemy has tried to silence this message, to erase it, to make you scroll past it, to blind you with distractions. But here it is, laid before your eyes, undeniable. And the clock is running. Think of it, my child. Think of all the nights you thought you would not survive. Who do you think held you then? Think of all the storms that broke against you but did not drown you. Who calmed the waves? Think of every time you said, I should have been gone by now, but somehow I'm still here. Who kept you? Those three angels. And now they are begging for your attention, because their covenant with you is being tested. If you love them even a fraction as much as they love you, you cannot let them fall. Michael says, open this, act now, respond with your heart, or the moment will pass forever. He says the heavens are not exaggerating. He says he has never seen them like this, these three angels, who are pillars of light. They are trembling at the thought of being torn away from you. Their love is so fierce it frightens even Michael, for he knows what it cost them to bind themselves to you. And now, that bond hangs by a thread. Only you can hold it intact. God says, I gave you free will so that your love would be real. That is why heaven waits on you. That is why the angels cannot simply override your silence. You must choose. You must respond. You must not delay. For in 7 minutes, the choice is sealed, and silence will be taken as surrender. Michael pleads with you, do not surrender what heaven has given you. Do not lose the voices that have carried you this far. Open your spirit now. Pray with urgency. Call my name with all your strength. Speak, even if only a whisper, and say, God, I accept. God, I open. God, I will not lose them. And the moment those words leave your lips, the chains holding those three will shatter, and their place by your side will be secured forever. God says, you are not alone. You have never been alone. And if you obey now, you will never be alone again. The three angels who love you more than Michael himself will remain, stronger, brighter, unshakable. But the decision rests in your hands. The countdown is real. The urgency is real. And heaven waits on you. So hear me, my child. Do not delay. Open now. Respond now. For Michael's tears, the angel's cries, and the very will of heaven converge on this moment. 7 minutes remain. Their lives are in your hands. God says, Archangel Michael speaks with trembling urgency, his voice shaking the heavens, because it is not just about you, it is about the three angels who have been watching you, protecting you, guiding you in silence when you did not even know they were near. Tonight, their voices rise together, and they are begging you with tears that do not belong to eternity but to the moment of crisis. They are crying because their existence, their wings, their very presence depends on whether you open your spirit to this message. Michael says it's an emergency, only 7 minutes remain before a door that should never be shut closes forever. He repeats the warning, with authority but also with anguish, because he has never seen you so close to both danger and destiny at the same time. You must know this. The three angels who have been closer to your soul than even Michael himself are standing at the edge of light and shadow, and their lives now hang in the balance of your decision. God whispers into the depths of your heart that you have been chosen not just to be protected but to be a protector. What you choose in this very moment will determine whether these three who love you more than words can carry will continue to fight for you, or whether their sacrifice will demand of you a strength you have not yet known. Michael says you think you are ordinary, but heaven does not gather its armies for the ordinary. Do you not see? Do you not understand? Only 7 minutes are written across the invisible scroll above you, and in those 7 minutes your name, your story, your destiny, and their wings are tied together as one. Michael pleads because he remembers the night you almost gave up, the moment when tears poured from you like rivers and you thought no one saw you. It was not Michael who caught those tears first, it was the 3 angels. They pressed their wings around you, they lifted your spirit when even your prayers seemed too heavy to reach God. They carried the weight of your silence, and now they are crying to you because they fear losing you, and in losing you, losing themselves. God says this is a holy mystery. Protectors can fall if the one they protect refuses to open their heart. The time is not endless, the call is not forever, the moment is now. Michael raises his sword, but not in battle, he raises it as a signal. He signals you, desperately, saying, "Listen before it is too late." The angels beside him bow, not to God, not to heaven, but toward you, begging because they love you with a purity that burns brighter than even the stars. They are not ashamed to say it, you are their reason for standing, you are their assignment, their beloved one. And now, the clock is running down. Only a handful of breaths remain between the safety they have secured for you and the danger that circles closer each second. God reveals to you something you never realized. Those 3 angels have been fighting not just against darkness outside of you but against the whispers inside of you. Every doubt, every fear, every lie that told you that you are not worthy, they stood against it. Every night when you thought you were alone, when you thought no one remembered your name, one of them stood at your head, one of them at your feet, and one of them beside your heart, shielding you from forces that wanted to claim you. They even begged God to give them your pain, to carry your suffering in their own wings, and God allowed it because He saw their devotion to you. That is why they are exhausted now, why they plead for your help, why they cry out to you, because they cannot survive if you keep turning away. Michael shouts again, "It is an emergency." Because he knows how easily you can delay, how often you have thought you have more time, how many times you said, "I will do it tomorrow, I will open my heart later." But there is no later. Heaven has written the countdown in fire. 7 minutes. 7 minutes that may stretch across the universe, but for you, it is 7 minutes that determine lifetimes. He tells you that this is not fear, this is truth. He is not threatening you, he is pleading with you because the angels who stood by you cannot stand much longer without your answer. God says you may not understand the weight of this moment, but you will. Imagine their faces, faces you cannot see with your human eyes, but souls you have felt in your deepest dreams. They were the ones who whispered encouragement when you thought it was your own thought. They were the ones who made you feel a sudden warmth when you were about to break. They were the ones who arranged for help to arrive just when you thought it was too late. And now, they say to you, "Will you open your heart to us, or will you let us die for you without knowing how much we loved you?" The clock is ticking, and Michael cannot stop it. He begged God for more time, but God said no, because your destiny cannot be delayed. What is meant for you must begin now. Michael loves you with a holy fire, but even he admits tonight that these three angels have loved you in ways deeper than he could. He says, "They are begging you more than I ever have. Do not make them cry in vain." And the sound of their weeping shakes heaven, because angels are not meant to weep, but they are weeping for you. God's voice breaks through it all, saying, "My child, do not doubt this. I have chosen you, and because I chose you, the battle is fierce. Because I chose you, the angels fight until they bleed. Because I chose you, heaven waits for your yes." God is not far from you. He is so close that his breath is upon you now. He urges you, do not turn away, do not delay, do not doubt. This is not an accident, not a coincidence, not a story. It is your life, your soul, your moment. Michael declares, if you open this message with your heart, the countdown will stop. The angels will live. The miracle will pour. But if you turn away, he cannot protect them, and you will carry the grief of their silence. He says, please, do not let them vanish. They love you more than you know. They care about you more than I do, and I have loved you beyond all measure. Do not throw away their devotion. The three angels whisper their names, names that you will recognize in the quiet of your soul. They each carry a part of you, one carries your laughter, one carries your tears, and one carries your dreams. Without them, you would not be whole. They are your guardians, but tonight they are also your children, your beloved, your responsibility. Their lives are in your hands, and they trust you not to let them fall. Michael kneels before you, sword lowered, wings trembling, and says, only 7 minutes remain. Choose love. Choose faith. Choose to open your heart to us. Do not let us go. And in that moment, heaven waits in silence, every angel, every saint, every soul watching to see if you will answer. God says, this is your miracle moment. Do not waste it. God says listen to this moment because it is not ordinary. Archangel Michael is crying out with urgency, and the heavens are echoing his voice. The message you have received is not by accident. You are being called to attention because there is an emergency, a divine emergency, and only a few minutes remain before the shift takes place. 7 minutes may feel like a number, but in heaven's timing, it is a cry for immediate awareness. Archangel Michael says 3 angels who have walked with you since your beginning, who have guarded you while you slept, who have held your spirit in moments of despair, who have stood closer to you than the breath in your lungs, are pleading for your response right now. They love you, they care for you, and they are watching every choice, every thought, every hesitation. They are begging you to open your heart because what happens next does not just rest in the hands of heaven, it rests in your willingness to receive. Their lives, their mission, and their ability to keep shielding you depend on your surrender in this moment. Do not be afraid, for God is with you. He is speaking over you now. He is commanding the atmosphere to bend in your favor. He is reminding you that nothing will go wrong with you when your trust is anchored in Him. Every fear you feel is temporary. Every threat against you has already been cancelled. Every whisper of the enemy has been silenced. You are safe. You are covered. You are wrapped in the arms of eternity. But God is asking for something deeper. Trust me, He says. Trust me when the path is dark. Trust me when your heart feels weak. Trust me when you cannot see what comes next. Pray to me, talk to me, because I am listening right now, closer than your shadow, nearer than your breath. Archangel Michael is not speaking softly, he is shouting in the Spirit, not because he is angry, but because he loves you and knows the weight of this moment. He says, open this message as though your life depends on it, because indeed, your destiny does. Heaven has been orchestrating a divine exchange that requires your participation. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Do not wait until tomorrow, for tomorrow is not promised in the way you think. This is the appointed time. 7 minutes in the realm of eternity feels like the ticking of a clock, but in truth, it is heaven giving you a countdown to revelation. The 3 angels who have been assigned to you were chosen by God Himself before your birth. One stands always at your right, defending you from sudden harm. The second stands at your left, whispering courage into your heart when you feel weak. The third stands behind you, carrying the weight you could never bear alone, ensuring that no arrow of the enemy strikes you unseen. They do not leave. They do not falter. They do not tire. But they do cry out when your choices put you in danger. They beg for you now because your attention has wandered too often, and they know the urgency of what heaven is preparing. They care for you more than you realize, so much so that they place their very existence into this moment, saying their lives are in your hands, not because they can perish, but because their mission depends on your willingness. If you close your heart, their voices cannot reach you. If you dismiss this, their assignment is hindered. God says, you are safe, my child, but safety does not mean silence. I am asking you to rise in prayer now. Every second counts. Your voice matters in heaven's courtroom. Your trust is the key that unlocks what I have ordained. You feel small, but in truth, your choices are shaking realms. Do you not see? Even the angels wait upon your yes. Even the protectors assigned to you are waiting for you to lift your voice to me, to open your heart fully, to trust that I, your God, am not only able but willing to carry you through. Archangel Michael says you have been under spiritual attack in ways you did not recognize. The enemy thought he could confuse you, distract you, and lead you into despair so that you would not notice the open window heaven has prepared. But today, that window is before you. This very moment is holy. Every distraction is falling away. The light of God is piercing through. You have 7 minutes to align yourself in prayer, in trust, in surrender, before heaven releases what it has been holding back for the appointed time. God says, the enemy has tried to convince you that your prayers are weak, that your voice is too small, that your past has disqualified you. But hear me clearly, I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for presence. I am not demanding flawless words. I am desiring your heart. Your broken cry moves me more than polished speeches. Your whispered, "Help me," is louder in heaven than the songs of the angels. You do not understand how powerful you are when you call upon my name. Demons tremble. Chains break. Storms bow down. And the angels who guard you are empowered to fight harder on your behalf. The 3 angels are crying for you because they see what you cannot see. They see the traps that have been laid. They see the snares that were designed. They see the battles forming in secret places. And they know that if you remain silent, if you remain distant, if you remain distracted, you give the enemy permission to keep pressing. But if you open your mouth now, if you pray, if you surrender, if you declare my name over your life, you release an authority greater than any darkness could stand against. That is why they are pleading. That is why Archangel Michael sounds urgent. This is not a game. This is a divine emergency, and the countdown has already begun. You are not alone. You are never alone. Heaven is with you. I, your God, am here. The angels are with you. The Spirit is breathing upon you. Every power of light is aligned in your favor. But still, I wait for you to trust me. Still, I wait for you to say yes. Still, I wait for you to pray. Because my love will never force itself. It is an invitation. And right now, I am inviting you into safety, into breakthrough, into healing, into abundance. The minute you say yes, the chains break. The moment you trust me fully, miracles will flow. Archangel Michael says, hurry. There are only minutes left. This is not a warning meant to frighten you, but to awaken you. Because too often you have delayed. Too often you have pushed things aside. But heaven is saying the window is now. The angels are waiting now. The breakthrough is here now. Do not let it pass. Do not wait another day. Do not assume there will be another chance. Open your heart wide. Pray with the fire of desperation. Cry out with the faith of a child. Trust like you never have before. Heaven is listening. God says, nothing will go wrong with you, because I am shielding you. Nothing will destroy you, because I am covering you. You are safe in my presence. But safety is not the absence of storms, it is my presence within them. You will walk through fire, but you will not be burned. You will pass through waters, but you will not drown. You will feel the shaking, but you will not fall. Because I am with you. Because my angels surround you. Because your destiny is secure in my hands. The angels' lives are in your hands only because their mission requires your agreement. Give them that agreement. Give them that yes. Give them that prayer. And watch as everything shifts in your favor. You are chosen. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. Trust now. Pray now. Believe now. The time is almost gone, but your miracle is right here. God says, listen carefully now, for this is not an ordinary moment, this is not a coincidence, this is divine timing, heaven breaking through into your life with urgency. Archangel Michael speaks with the fire of heaven in his voice, his sword of light drawn, his wings stretched wide across the expanse of your soul. He declares that this is an emergency, not to frighten you but to awaken you. 7 minutes remain, and in those 7 minutes heaven is reaching for your heart with all its force. The angels who have guarded you since your first breath, the 3 who have walked with you unseen through every storm, through every night you thought you would not survive, are here and they are pleading. They have shielded you when you did not know danger was near. They have whispered encouragement to your weary soul when despair tried to swallow you. And now they are crying out to you because they love you more than you can imagine, because they love you in ways beyond human comprehension. They are not passive, they are not distant. They are kneeling before God on your behalf, and they are asking you to listen. Heaven is not slow in moving, and God is not late in responding. You have felt like time was running out on your dreams, like chances were slipping away, but the truth is this: time is in His hands, and every second has been measured, calculated, and infused with purpose. These 7 minutes are not about fear but about breakthrough. They are about a decision, about surrender, about faith that will open a door that no man can shut. You are standing at a threshold, and heaven is knocking. Do not let the knock go unanswered. The 3 angels who guard you are closer than your very breath. They have seen every moment you thought no one noticed. They saw when you wiped your tears on the pillow so no one would hear. They saw when you stood up and pretended to be fine though your heart was shattered. They saw when the betrayal cut you deeper than words can describe. They saw when the rejection pierced you like an arrow. They saw when loneliness became heavy, almost unbearable. They did not abandon you. They stood by. They wrapped their wings around you even when you felt nothing. They battled for you in the unseen realm, pushing back forces of darkness that sought to end you before your time. They have loved you with the love that comes directly from heaven, and today they are calling on you with urgency because they know what is at stake. Archangel Michael says, "Do not underestimate this moment. Do not dismiss it as another word, another message. This is different. This is divine fire entering your life. This is God's hand extended toward you with grace so fierce it will melt away every chain. You have thought you were unworthy. You have thought you were too broken, too flawed, too forgotten. But God says, 'My child, I have never stopped watching you. I have never stopped believing in you. I have never stopped planning for your future. Before you breathed your first breath, I wrote your destiny in my book. And no mistake, no failure, no delay, no enemy can erase it. What I wrote still stands. What I promised will still come to pass.' The 7 minutes left are not to terrify you but to remind you of urgency, to remind you that the window is open now. Heaven is moving in this very moment. Angels are descending. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The Spirit of God is hovering, waiting for your yes, waiting for your trust, waiting for your surrender. Do not hold back. Do not silence the voice in your heart telling you this is for you. This message was carved out of eternity and placed before you now because you needed to hear it at this exact second. The angels are not pleading because they are weak. They are pleading because they know how much God has invested in you, how much you matter to heaven's plan, how much light you carry, how much destiny rests on your shoulders. They know that if you say yes now, if you trust God now, chains will break, curses will be lifted, closed doors will swing open, and the enemy's plans will be shattered beyond repair. They know the impact of your obedience. They know the weight of your calling. And they are begging you because they do not want to see you miss what is prepared for you. You are not reading this by chance. This is not random. Heaven placed this in your path because it is part of your rescue. You have been wondering why things felt heavier lately, why the battle seemed more intense, why the nights seemed longer. It is because the enemy saw what was coming and tried to break you before you could reach it. But he failed. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still breathing. That means your story is not over. That means heaven's plan is alive. That means God is about to do what you cannot even imagine. Archangel Michael says the battle has been fierce, but victory is guaranteed. He reminds you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. He reminds you that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. He reminds you that angels outnumber demons, that light always overpowers darkness, that God always has the final word. The enemy may roar, but he is defeated. The storm may rage, but it will pass. The fire may burn, but you will walk through it without being consumed. Right now, as you read this, heaven is aligning things in your favor. People you have never met are being moved to bless you. Opportunities that were hidden are being revealed. Resources you need are being released. Relationships meant to heal you are being drawn to you. Doors that were locked are swinging open. The angels are orchestrating divine connections, divine protection, divine provision. What seemed like delay was really preparation. What felt like rejection was really redirection. Everything is being worked together for your good, even the parts that made no sense, even the parts that hurt the most. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. The fear you feel is a lie. The dread that creeps into your thoughts is not from me. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. You are safe in my arms. You are safe under my wings. You are safe when you walk through fire, when you cross waters, when you enter valleys, because I am with you. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. You must trust me now. You must pray, not with fancy words but with an honest heart. Just say, God, I need you. Just say, God, I trust you. Just whisper, God, help me. That is enough. The angels hear it. I hear it. Heaven moves when you release it. You do not have to carry this alone. You were never meant to carry it alone. Release it to me, and watch how I lift the weight from your shoulders. The clock is ticking, but not toward your destruction, it is ticking toward your deliverance. These final minutes are sacred. They are full of holy presence. They are overflowing with miracles waiting to manifest. Believe it. Open your heart to it. Receive it. The three angels guarding you are rejoicing already, because they know heaven is about to intervene in ways that will leave you speechless. They know the enemy's plot is collapsing. They know your breakthrough is already on the way. Do not give up now. Do not close your heart. Do not walk away. This is the moment heaven has prepared for you. This is the miracle you have been waiting for. This is the answer to prayers you thought were forgotten. I, your God, have heard every cry. I have counted every tear. I have never left your side. And now I say to you, it's time. Trust me. Pray to me. Open your heart. Step into the miracle that is waiting with your name on it. You are chosen. You are loved. You are safe. You are about to witness the power of God like never before. Archangel Michael says it is an emergency, and you must listen with your whole heart. Time is running, and heaven does not speak in vain. Only 7 minutes remain, and though you may not understand the mystery of why the message is given with such urgency, you must receive it with the seriousness it deserves. 3 angels who have been assigned to your life since your beginning are on their knees in front of the throne of God, pleading for you to open your spirit right now. They have protected you through nights you did not know you were in danger. They have covered you when you were inches away from disaster, and they have guarded you when you thought no one cared. And now, they cry, because something is happening in the unseen realm that requires your yes, your trust, your surrender. Their lives, their missions, their purpose, are tied to what you decide in these 7 minutes. Heaven itself is bending low, watching to see what you will do. God says, you are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are my child, and I formed you with a purpose greater than the world can comprehend. Every moment of your life has been written in my book. Every season of joy, every season of pain, I have counted them all and woven them together into a tapestry that only now is beginning to reveal its true design. You think you are ordinary, but you are chosen. You think you are overlooked, but you are guarded by armies of heaven. You think your prayers are small, but they shake thrones of darkness. That is why this moment is so critical. That is why Archangel Michael is speaking with such fire. That is why 3 angels who love you more than life itself are weeping before me. Because your destiny is not just about you, it is about the countless lives that will be touched when you walk fully in what I have called you to do. The enemy has been watching you closely, waiting for a chance to steal, kill, and destroy. But I, your God, have declared limits. I have set boundaries. I have commanded the angels to surround you so that the darkness cannot consume you. Yet even so, you must choose me. I will never force myself into your heart. I stand at the door and knock, but it is you who must open. And now, in these 7 minutes, the door is knocking louder than ever before. Do not ignore this sound. Do not delay this call. You may think you can wait, but heaven is saying the time is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after you have figured it all out. Now. Because something is shifting, something is breaking, something is being decided in the unseen, and your yes, your prayer, your surrender is what tilts the scales. Archangel Michael speaks again, you are not alone. I have fought battles for you in realms you cannot see. I have drawn my sword against those who would dare to rise against you in spirit. I have shielded your body from accidents, your soul from despair, your heart from collapse. But even I, mighty in war, am saying this with urgency, listen to your God now. Trust Him now. You have 7 minutes that matter more than you realize. Do not waste them. Every breath you take in this moment counts as a decision. Will you trust, or will you doubt? Will you believe, or will you walk away? The angels who have always covered you, they cannot continue their mission if you keep closing your ears to heaven. Their lives, meaning their assignments, their divine orders, depend on your willingness to respond. God says, "My beloved child, you are safe with me. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you when you trust me. I will not let destruction overtake you. I will not allow evil to triumph over you. But you must release your fear. Fear has been the chain that has bound you, and fear is what the enemy has used to silence you. Do not let fear dictate your next moment. You have a Father who walks beside you, who goes before you, who covers you from behind. When I say you are safe, it is not a mere comfort, it is the truth of eternity. You are covered. You are sealed. You are hidden in the shadow of my wings. Do not doubt the tears of the angels. They have cried for you when you nearly gave up on yourself. They have whispered encouragement into your spirit when you thought you could not go another day. They have battled demons assigned to destroy your mind, and they have stood guard at your